Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to flawlessly install clip-ins in a very easy way. And I'm going to show you a couple of my tips and tricks that I use to avoid breakage and also give me some good hold when using my clip-ins. So alright, let's get into the video. So for your first step, you're just going to want to section out your first layer where you're going to actually install your clip-ins. So you kind of just want to gauge it based on how far up you want it. Start from the bottom of your neck or the nape of your neck. I typically go up about an inch and a half roughly, and I'll put my first layer of clip-ins in there. So you're going to see me go ahead and install that first layer. So sometimes, and here's a trick that I use whenever I'm installing my clip-ins and they seem to be sliding and not holding on to my actual hair, this is a good little method you can do, which is just taking a little comb that you have around the house and just teasing the roots of your hair. I don't do it too aggressively because I'm not trying to break the roots of my hair, but I just kind of do it to create enough static where it'll allow me now, as you'll see, to clip in my hair extensions and make it really easy. And then obviously you can't tell from the video, but it actually gives it really good hold. So if you give it a little tug after you clip it in, after teasing it, you'll see that those clip-ins aren't going anywhere. So essentially this is what your first layer should look like. Doesn't have to be perfect. To be honest, what's more important is that it's actually clipped into your hair and it's actually connected with your hair. So just make sure, give it a little tug as I mentioned earlier. Don't pull your hair hard, just give it a little tug, see if it's in. If it feels pretty sturdy, then you're ready to go and you're off to your next layer. So throughout the rest of the video, you're just going to see me keep creating parts, teasing the roots of my hair and installing my clip-ins. And then once you get all the way to the end, you'll see kind of how it all will look. So here you see my second layer all complete and done. So you're kind of seeing the building process of it. And then from here, I'm going to go ahead and create my next layer, which this one will probably only be about, I don't know, a little bit less than an inch above where the part you just seen. And I'm going to go ahead and install my next layer of clip-ins from there. And for anyone who was wondering, I believe these clip-ins are 26 inches. I could be mistaken, but I'll put the correct information in the description box below for anyone who's interested. Alright guys, so here you see we're pretty much getting to the middle of our head. So you'll see that my hair is getting thicker. You'll see it's obviously getting longer. But essentially this is how you want your clip-ins to formulate and kind of build upon each other. And yeah, so from here I'll probably do a few more layers, 1 or 2, and then you're gonna see me just put pieces on the side of my head. And this is a really important trick or tip that I'll get into in a few seconds or a few minutes in this video. Okay, you guys, so this part is super important, especially when you're trying to blend your hair. I always hear, girlfriends and friends complain about using clip-in extensions and how they don't really like it because their hair doesn't blend as seamlessly as when they go to see their hairstylist or they go to the hair salon. And I really think it's this part that everyone's missing, and it literally will save your life. All you want to do is go ahead and get short pieces. If you're making it yourself, cut a piece about an inch long or width long, and or if you got it in a pack, they usually come with pieces as well. However, you really want to set these pieces on the side of your head. So I usually like to do 2 to 4 on each side of my head and the side front of my head, and this will go ahead and make sure that the front of the hair also has that same volume and length that you're seeing in the back of my head, which will essentially just create a nice overall beautiful look that looks natural, truthfully. So now I'm just going to repeat that same process with the pieces that I did on the one side of my head to the other side of my head and kind of just balance the look out. And voila, we are done. So you can see all my clip-ins are completely in, and this is a good spot to be in because once you get to this place here and you're playing with your hair and you're kind of feeling the overall thickness of it, if you want more volume, add more pieces in. If you want more length, focus on adding more pieces to the back of your head. It's all kind of has its own little formula, and the more you play with clip-ins and your hair and head overall in the way that you actually want it to look, it all comes together more easily, and you'll be able to understand how many pieces works well for you. I don't think everybody enjoys using the same number of clip-ins in their hair because everyone has different desired looks, but essentially right now I'm pretty happy. I love how long it looks here. I love the thickness. Typically when you do add length and you go as long as I'm going, you just want to make sure that the volume still matches up with that length because you don't want it to look like hair extensions. You just want to be able to wear it and make it look like it's your own hair. So just make sure you keep everything balanced. So here I'm grabbing my favorite flat iron. When I tell you, I cannot rave about this flat iron enough. It is so good. It saves me a lot of time when flat ironing my hair, and it gives me that real nice salon look. So if you don't have one, you're looking for one, invest in it. Trust me, you'll love it. And this is the final look, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want a video on how I actually straighten my hair and tips and tricks for that, please leave a comment down below and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to create that video. Also, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and follow me online. And as always, y'all, be blessed.